Stardust. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this... Going after the Stardust. Which one of these two luck...
Otto, you're with me.
All right, then. Where do we find this Stardust and out?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the veldt.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sack loads. I'll head down then. See about fun.
All right.
Yous two take care, eh?
Just don't let the bastard.
He wouldn't do that.
Best of luck.
Crack the crystals. Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Time to fight. You deserve a rest. Otto.
Oh, Clark. I had a quick scout about. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good... It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
This is stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorne complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk? Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. 5 years on, you're the one to it to thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong, but I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. And if you hadn't, I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Don't give over, you mate. All I did was choose hope. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on there just like the old Sid did. About time I was at all this scrabbling about in the sand's taking its toll on the...
I'll see you back at the hideaway then.
Oh, I play. But I'll make sure Blackthorne gets his precious blacks.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time. Mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
What do you need? What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right? That it? Fine.
Is it business or pleasure? Coin purse weighing you down? I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? Come again. Or don't. Or don't just stand there gawping. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you? Thank you, Clive.
visitors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing for...
salvage from the ruins. I thought that...
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the detail.
What's her name?
Oh, Sid, is the...
Yes.
I'll show you. Here you see the Mithril. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the... Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement. In other words, the reactor would over... This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, it's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's,
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team and head there right...
Good day to you.
Good girl. You deserve a rest.
Oh, there you are, Sid. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature.
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Too slow.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you.
All right.
They said they'd give us new clothes. But we've no coin.
went up to give some breeze to the truckload.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Excellent.
And
Right. Right.
Elsa.
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the... Which is why you need a prism for the dragon's breath that's... I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they both... The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before... I need something light.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah, I've got all the details written down. Can you take this to him? See what he makes...
Right away.
Thanks to Sid.
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? What are the...
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shield can yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it, as you can imagine. She's...
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the record.
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of... pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moondew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, I shall speak to them and see what was... If you would be so kind as to procure the knowledge of the past...
Thank you, Hub. And since you're asking...
So you need a hand? Yeah?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flame.
So, Clive, who will accompany you?
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here, I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more...
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Hence moon dews having fallen from... Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway.
I will. You too, Talia. Now, where's Jill? Let's hope the Draper has Hortense's cloth.
All anyone ever wants anymore.
Might I interest you in some...
Just some linen. 2 bolts.
Apologies, but your item, they were due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but my mother thinks it might be bandits.
It usually is.
Yes. Oh, wait.
Going to find it.
Oh. Are those Pepio nuts? Can have a tap.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Nice and chilled.
Oi, don't touch anything. Go on, take it.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
garlic and... Now all that remains is for Harpocrates. But before we head back... Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. Just being here. Do you remember?
How could I forget? Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running up. Wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the... What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher. It was dry-cured ham and it was just... Oh!
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I need to give these I'll see you at the hideout.
Take care.
I will.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Thanks to Sid, the man who...
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we... And now that we have...
You can count on me. I've mixed...
What about the shielding?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, Could you join me in the infirmary?
Of course. Oh, and thank you.
It appears our work here... A shame. When both the shielding and the moon followed, perhaps someone ought to walk.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Up. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Mid hasn't...
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something...
In a manner of speaking, Harpocrates is supervising the construction and testing of the ship.
Brilliant!
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start to the black...
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clyde. That's one down and just...
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins tip. That's what she was meant to be. You see, but now she's so close to being finished. I don't want her to be just a life, but I want I want people to, in a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her on sod our plans.
Are you sure about?
Something tells me it's...
He'd be proud of you.
You,
I was. And you can come too, now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Chloe'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh? She said that, in those words.
She did.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. Am I still...
They said they'd give us new clothes.
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat. Oh, you in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but... but anyway, I've got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well...
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the...
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty, just like when we built it. Anyway, we all set to head to the old... Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it?
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind?
You can count. Just be sure to give Sid and the others Morica.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll...
I hope she's telling the truth at least. well, Sid. I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the Lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you. But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader. Assuming you've... no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go? With them? Oh, thanks, Nan!
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. The new boy.
Run like the wind.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass. And all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today. How nice. They have a hideaway of their own.
done the Republic a service. I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. Better already. Surrounded.
So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. A final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance in bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
Then we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it. And I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greagor, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country! She slew her husband!
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the Crystal's blessing. I can walk from here.
There are no crystals here. We have to keep...
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can... I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not
exception?
for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go in and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
My peaches! They're sweet as milk!
I'll take the large one.
Oh,
Clive, I'm so...
slow down, Good.
It's betrayed. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get...
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped in. Here.
It wouldn't surprise me.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even...
I know where! No one knows more about...
Where do we find...
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans.
No time like the present.
You two go. I'm gonna check the rest of me.
All right.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Next to the checkpoint.
Out of my sight, wretch!
What are you looking for? You're welcome anytime.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Just don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Boklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing, and with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity.
So the children are stealing passes?
Yes, passes are inscribed with the names of their owners. And yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen. The same someone who is encouraging and the same someone who has... Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants. Which is why we've Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to catch whoever's behind it all. And two birds shall be...
Is there any other way of getting to the crystal?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do...
So either we find the people who took the pass...
All right.
Thank you. But
Clive.
A pleasure. The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coat, I suggest...
The furniture maker.
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst with...
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh?
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpocket.
For one, that they're targeting the trait harder to watch your back, see? Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw...
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
Fish for sale! Can I interest you?
She's asked me to help her. To help you.
Is that so? For one, this isn't a family operation. Street urchins, by the sound.
Orphans from the war.
A few, perhaps. They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and be...
A shame.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but...
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Tight-fisted swines.
Excuse me. I was just wondering if anyone has asked you...
Anything you grown-ups ever ask us to do is shop, and so guess what I'm about to tell you?
Sorry.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Show them your trader's pass. On your way. Jug of snake spit for the road.
What do you want? It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you.
Come on, come on!
Peaches and pears. Out of my sight, wretch.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings.
He wouldn't have noticed if we'd robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit! We're in trouble now!
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. did you see a boy run past?
There was a boy ran back there towards the Chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hansa. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Call themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them.
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. Whatever you do to me, not that I go against them anyway.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo.
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? Theodore, at your service.
Theodore.
Vultures who have made they prey on the desperate. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of... But it seems they've already stooped. Hansa's a good lad. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones, some other... Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you, then we all want the...
So,
what else? You get your...
All right then.
All right. Hansa.
Couldn't if I tried.
We'll try it. To Laney's Cleft then.
Laney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
No, you better not stare at me.
That's that then.
Daddy!
There are no crystals here.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia. That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own.
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
We got company! That's the lot.
Soldier.
Fewer now.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural... all ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off. But till then, let's make the most of it.
Scum.
The leaders of the castes. I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Fuck. It's that guard from Bockland. Kill him! Kill them all!
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave?
Of course. Oh, and
we'll be glad to.
Come on.
Whoa.
That'll do, girl.
Bockland.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Yeah, and I'm broke.
Hurry, man.
I must leave for the Dominion.
Bloody crimson caravan scooping up.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt?
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were... And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Speaking of whom...
You are too kind. Here, Clive. Goods' pass.
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the... Can I count on your help in...
Of course. I'll make some... I expect you'll soon be on your way, then. Would it now? Don't look so shocked.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, for a small fee, we will be that goods to market.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been brand...
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand, and who better to join forces with than... Wouldn't you agree?
I would. It seems our purpose is... So what would you say to...
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor. The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots' pass should secure you a place on the caravan, but if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say... 9 million?
We'll try the caravan. Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Jug of snake spit for the road? The caravan stops next to the
pears! Slake your thirst!
What I really want to be.
Here you are, Goods.
Me oh, I'll have to say thanks to...
So should you. You and your friends don't have to stick.
We do, and we already have. Miss Elle's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stable. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit. And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your...
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
I'll do me best.
Till then, eh?
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your... Answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope. Of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valis. They are into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel. And not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make...